You don't notice it at first. Nothing dramatic happens, no argument, no mistake. Just a quiet shift. You check your phone less. Your replies slow down. The excitement fades into distance. You call it natural. You say feelings change, but the truth is quieter. The moment they became consistent, something inside you relaxed, and when the tension disappeared, so did the interest. Not because they changed, but because the dynamic did. Control returned, and curiosity left without making noise. Interest pulls you forward. It makes you wait, wonder, and adjust emotionally. For a while, you mistake that feeling for connection. But what you are really experiencing is exposure. You're no longer in full control of the pace. Your emotions move slightly ahead of your logic. That imbalance feels dangerous to a nervous system that learned early that control meant safety. So interest does not feel exciting. It feels risky, and risk has never felt comfortable to you. Then they become available, present, clear, interested without confusion. The tension drops. The chase ends. Your nervous system settles. But instead of calm turning into closeness, it turns into emptiness. Calm feels unfamiliar when your emotional baseline was built on uncertainty. So you confuse peace with boredom. You call stability a lack of chemistry. Nothing is wrong. No boundary is crossed. Yet something feels missing, and you cannot explain why. Pulling back feels clean, grounded. You stop reacting. You stop waiting. You regain internal balance, and with it, control. You feel rational again. Less affected. Less exposed. You call it clarity, maturity, high standards. But what you are really feeling is relief. Not relief from them, but relief from vulnerability. Distance restores safety. Control restores calm. And calm feels better than uncertainty, even when it costs connection. Control does not feel cold. It feels composed. You are not anxious anymore. Not invested. Not stretched emotionally. But you are also not touched. Not moved. Not seen. Over time, you begin to prefer this state. Connection starts to feel intrusive, demanding, unpredictable. So you choose distance and tell yourself it is preference, not protection. You do not notice when avoidance quietly starts calling itself discernment and discipline. This is not about one person. It never was. The faces change, but the pattern stays. Interest appears, control loosens, availability arrives. Interest fades. You walk away, believing you just have not met the right one yet. But the cycle remains, because it is not about compatibility. It is about how much closeness your system can tolerate before it retreats. And retreat has always felt familiar and safe to you. Each time you choose control, it costs you something subtle. You become harder to reach, more self-contained, more insulated. You mistake emotional distance for strength, but slowly, nothing gets in. Not excitement, not depth, not warmth. You are calm, but untouched. Safe, but separate. Life feels quieter, even when nothing is wrong. You cannot explain why everything feels muted, dull, and emotionally distant. You start calling yourself selective, independent, hard to impress. You believe you are protecting your time and energy. But what you are really protecting yourself from is exposure, from being affected, from needing someone. Control keeps you intact, but it also keeps you closed. Over time, you forget what real connection feels like. Not because it hurt you, but because you stopped letting it reach you deeply. The irony is simple. You crave depth, but avoid the conditions that create it. You want connection, but reject uncertainty. You want intimacy, but keep control. So your relationships stay shallow, brief, or distant. You blame timing, chemistry, circumstances. But the pattern stays untouched, because letting go feels more dangerous than staying alone, and alone feels manageable when you are in control. You do not lose interest. You regain control, and control feels safer than connection ever did, until one day, safety feels empty. No chaos, no heartbreak, just absence. Nothing pulling you forward, nothing risking you, whose distance perfectly managed. And by then, it is no longer about them. It is about whether you still remember how to let go, or if control has replaced connection completely. I'm Luca. If you're still here, it means something in this video didn't just pass through you. It lingered, and that matters. I'm not here to analyze you, fix you, or tell you what to do next. At Luca Wolfman, I talk about patterns we usually recognize only after they've repeated too many times. So, take a second and be honest with me. Which part felt uncomfortably familiar? Was this about you? About someone you keep thinking about? Or about a truth you've been avoiding because it's easier that way? I read every comment. Say what stayed with you.